Want a cookie? Oh, I know you just ate, so you're craving something a little sweet. Besides, one cookie isn't gonna kill you. How about half? Just a bite? Bite it. Bite it. Bite it.
Food noise isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. Your affordable GLP-1 source that puts you on a path to successful weight loss by quieting food noise.
Bite it.
Shh. Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
I'm Tad Flakey.
I'm Lilibet Flakey.
And this is Pointless Global News. On today's show, there's a new side effect of drinking that might turn you sober. It's called booze butt.
Then I'll tell you about the basketball coach who moonlighted as a pimp.
Next, a New Jersey Girl Scout troop sets up shop selling cookies outside a cannabis dispensary. That story later, but first, alcohol has a talent of making you lose control of yourself. Sometimes you lose control of your emotions, and sometimes your gut. You know, alcohol can quietly mess with your digestion and gut health. It's true. It's resulting in a downstream that eventually ends up in the toilet. What the internet lovingly calls a booze butt. Before you down too many drinks and experience this phenomenon firsthand, here's what you should know about booze butt and how you can prevent it. Alcohol can irritate the lining and can make muscle contractions stronger and more frequent. In case you didn't know, these muscle contractions move waste through your system and give your brain a signal to take a dump. Too much alcohol can trigger their emergency mode, resulting in faster and more frequent contractions. The result? Your digestive waste gets pushed out of your system at a faster rate than usual. A faster rate of waste getting pushed out translates to minimal absorption of extra water and nutrients. And this results in frequent stomach cramps and loose stools, simply called diarrhea. Alcohol doesn't just irritate your intestines, it also disturbs your gut's absorptive abilities. Excess alcohol can put you at risk for getting diarrhea in the future. This is because it eradicates the good bacteria in your gut, increasing the number of bad bacteria comparatively. When there are more bad bacteria than good ones, the lack of good bacteria can result in an impaired digestion and water absorption. Excess alcohol can also result in the increased production of acid in your stomach, fluid that is often mixed with the stool. While alcohol does put you at risk of a booze butt, it literally introduces your gut to alcohol. Kind of like shaking hands with your gut. Hi, I'm alcohol. Other ingredients and additives can affect your chance of getting booze butt. Additives like sugar can also cause loose bowel movements. Sugar, particularly fructose, is often linked to diarrhea. It's a common sugar additive in fruit juices, liqueurs, and syrups, all of which are generously used in some cocktails and drinks. Let's now address the elephant in the room. How to avoid a booze butt in the first place? Well, if you plan in advance, you will save yourself from several trips to the toilet. The most important key to avoiding alcohol-induced diarrhea is to simply limit your daily alcohol intake. Sticking to no more than 2 drinks a day can be a good start. Next, have your drinks or drink with dedicated water intervals. Drinking water in between drinks or even having a single drink as it helps you stay hydrated. It also dilutes the alcohol in your system, toning down its effects. Reduce or cut down on high carbohydrate drinks like margaritas, beer, cider, etc., as they can put stress on your digestive system. Opt for low sugar drinks like a single malt instead. Last but not least, do not consume alcohol on an empty stomach. This is a classic rule to abide by if you wish to minimize any ill effects of alcohol. An empty stomach means no food in your gut, and that translates to an open invitation for alcohol to enter your gut with no interruptions and mess with your gut.
If you like pina coladas, having poop in your pants, that will happen.
You sing so much better than me. And, you know, what they said about margaritas, you know, that's my personal favorite drink, my go-to drink. That's why I do the oddball thing of sweetening my homemade mixer with stevia.
It's still a sugar.
Yeah, well, it's a natural, it comes from a leaf, so it's not made in a lab. But yeah, it's not true sugar, but it's definitely not for everybody.
As long as you're not walking around here pooping in your pants, Ted, it's all good.
Not yet.
The men's basketball program at California State University, Bakersfield, won't turn many heads with its last place ranking in the Big West Conference. But when it comes to scandal, the school could be a top contender. Cal State Bakersfield's athletic department has been in upheaval since August 29th when the then men's basketball coach Rod Barnes opened an anonymous email from a tipster who alleged that Barnes' temporary assistant coach Kevin Mays was also working as a pimp across 4 states. Other lawsuits, internal investigations, dismissals, and finger-pointing have only served to deepen the department's sense of crisis. In the email, the tipster identified a woman who Mays allegedly had trafficked for several months. "Fix it, or the whole staff will fall," the tipster wrote in caps, adding that the email was a first warning and a final warning. Barnes forwarded the anonymous email to the university's Human Resources Office, which sent it to the university police, triggering an investigation that led to criminal charges against Mays. Mays, who is being held without bail, faces a hefty rap sheet of 11 criminal and misdemeanor charges, including felonies such as pimping. He also was charged with possession of automatic firearms and high-capacity magazines and possession of methamphetamine and marijuana with intent to sell. Separate charges cited him for possession of more than 600 images of youth or child pornography and distribution of obscene matter involving someone under 18 years old. Mays has pleaded not guilty on all charges. At the campus basketball arena in Bakersfield, set in the industrial flatlands of California's Central Valley, Barnes sat in the bleachers behind the Roadrunners bench watching his former team's December loss to North Dakota State. The anonymous message outlining Mays' alleged pimping took Barnes by shock, according to a police account of an interview with him. Mays took the job as a temporary assistant coach in June at a salary of just over $3,000 a month. The drama inside the athletic department at Cal State Bakersfield has attracted the students' attention, though some appeared unsurprised. Student Seth Tolinson said, "We always joke in Bakersfield that we only make the news for the bad things because the stuff always outshines really bright." They just weren't paying him enough money, and I have another song.
Okay.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp, trying to make money for his rent. So $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year.
That's not much.
That isn't much. So I guess, he thought, what other choice do I have? I have to become a pimp.
Well, as we all know, crime doesn't pay.
It does not.
Just ask McGruff, right? The crime dog.
Woof.
Woof. Yeah, he knows what to do. Finally, a Girl Scout troop has discovered what snack food executives, drive-through architects, and anyone who's ever owned a couch already knew, and that's that cannabis customers purchase cookies. Many cookies. All the cookies. The troop recently set up a booth outside Daylight Dispensary. That's North Laurel, New Jersey's first legal cannabis retailer, in what owner Steve Cassidy described as a connection between snacks and cannabis that no longer requires pretending that it doesn't exist. The statement marked the first time a New Jersey business owner has officially acknowledged a biological process discovered independently by every college dormitory since 1971. Cassidy said the partnership was initially rejected by the Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey back in 2024, though neither party would clarify whether the concern was optics, liability, or the very real possibility that Thin Mint inventory would not survive first contact with its customer base. The council eventually approved a trial run this year, presumably after someone ran a financial projection. The booth was positioned near the building's exit door, which Cassidy noted created an interesting behavioral study. Some customers skipped the marijuana entirely and went straight to the cookie table. Scientists have yet to determine whether this represents evolved shopping efficiency or simply outstanding decision-making. I don't think 5 years ago we would have seen anything like this, Cassidy said. apparently unaware that 5 years ago, the same demographic was buying the same cookies from the same scouts in the same parking lots, just with more elaborate cover stories about why they suddenly needed to impulse buy 18 boxes of Samoas. The troop offered the full product lineup, including Thin Mints, Caramel Delights. Yeah, Caramel Delights. Never heard of those. Have to try them sometime. And whatever the peanut butter ones are called this year. Cassidy emphasized that the dispensary serves the community and our neighbors, which is technically true in the same way that a hospital cafeteria serves people who are already there anyway. Girl Scouts of Central and Southern New Jersey did not respond to requests for comment. The troop itself declined to speak to reporters, which is either appropriate media caution for minors or the most understandable cause of read the room in history. The Scouts will return to the Daylight Dispensary this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m., a time slot that Cassidy already called really cool and that anyone familiar with dispensary traffic patterns would call prime time. No word yet on whether the troop has adjusted their sales projections, though several parents were seen updating their spreadsheet formulas in the parking lot and high-fiving each other.
Those girls are going to become captains of industry, really smart young women.
Yeah, and when I think about it, maybe that's what the basketball coach should have done.
Yeah.
Teamed up with the Girl Scouts and sell cookies in the parking lot.
Perhaps.
Anyway, that's a wrap for another Pointless Global News. Be sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Tad Flakey.
I'm Lilibet Flakey.
Stay pointless, my friend.